All right, we live. All right, this is GMS New Orleans. We're coming at you with another quick lesson. As always, we're going to start off by giving infinite honors and from praises to Yahweh,
Hawwa
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem Yahushua Bahasham Rakakwadash.
once again, double honor to our elders, the elders apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations again to the hopeful elect out there. All right, Shalom. All right, this
Shalom King.
we're gonna continue, to push the prophecies because the times that we're in now are hot. All right, things are happening at a rapid pace. All right, you got you got sedition amongst men in brewing. All right, you got protests. You got all type of things going on as we speak. All right along with the kings of the earth. All right, are getting pretty much getting into it with this horror, man, led by DJ Donald Trump. All right, as you see, you know, you have the what can I say? Like the kidnapping of Maduro.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you got the eyes on Greenland, got the eyes on I believe Colombia, Cuba. All right, so a lot of things are happening. All right, and you have also while this is going on, you still have the war that's going on in Ukraine, man. All right, and you still got the small hats. You know, they still have their thing going on over there too. All right, so you have a lot of things going on. You want to say anything, out?
Hey, it's just prophecies flying off the pages. Matthew 24, nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and wars and rumors of wars. Yeah. Now the hot topic right now is what Trump making threats to these different countries, and remaining to be seen in the next what 48, 24 hours to the next
That too. Go ahead, brother.
in the
Right.
next 48 to 24 hours, or at least at some point in the next couple of days, if the U.S. is going to do more strikes on Iran, because their reasoning is that, Iran is abusing these protesters, which when you look into a lot of that information, a lot of these protesters are Mossad agents that are doing what, a lot of these protesters during these Black Lives Matter or George Floyd protests did, destroying, critical infrastructure. So what? To further, foment the people against the government, you know, bring down the infrastructure of that country, and just be able to, come in with strikes, and ultimately them trying to do a regime change.
And then I believe they said they killed over 520 to 570 people. All right. Yeah, other videos out there of some of the unalivings, but I believe they might have cleaned some of them up. I seen one or two particular video. I put some in the chat too to back up what you're saying. Not on his, it's on our
Oh,
chat.
oh, Khan.
Well, I'll bring it out. This is from the headliners 360. It says agents inside of Iran. It says breaking. Israeli minister says agents are operating inside Iran amongst protesters.
Hey, that, and I saw another tweet that's been making the rounds by Mike Pompeo, who was in Nero 47's first administration, where he was pretty much saying, you got Mossad agents walking side by side with protesters, just information out in the open like that.
Right. And like I say, who knows what when in the next couple of hours what might happen. And like I said, that's the you know, first and foremost coming from how the Most High gave the apostles the scriptures. All right, the understanding of the scriptures and the elders that built us up. That's the one thing that we're waiting on, man. All right, that's the one thing that just set this thing off. All right, into the kingdom. All right, you got America going into Iran. Oh man, that'll do it. That'll start off the so-called New Year proper, man. You know,
God.
you can start me off with that one I told you, and it'd be cool. We'll go from there.
Job 20 and 5.
Not the other one.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, 14.
yeah, that's it.
This is Job 14 and 5. seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yeah, and that's the ultimately that's the rulership of Edom. All right, the Lord set a bound that they cannot pass. All right, these devils are on the clock, and we see that time or the running out of that time is here, man. It's close. All right, these devils are getting to the point where they're panicking and they're down there. All right, they're just showing their horns to the point they're gonna use and abuse the other nations with that blessing, man. All right, you see how things are going. They're coming down with that blessing on certain nations. Then they using that blessing somewhat over here amongst you tribes, man. You know, because we have the videos coming in every day on the feed with what the ICE agents are doing, man. You know, I seen one today. They purposely hit a dude car in what it is in Minnesota, man. So you got things happening all around. All right.
Con. Hey, as it says in Revelation 12, verse 12, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the devil is come down in great wrath, knowing that he hath but a short time. You know, on the one hand, you have these elites that have set that 2030 as the cutoff point for, you know, bringing about their NWO. And then, you know, just these devils in general, you know, these 1948ers know that they're on borrowed time because what? They're being exposed by the prophets as not being the children of the Most High. And all these nations are turning against them because what they're doing against the, you know, the Palestinians, those Ishmaelites. And when you go to the comments section of a lot of these videos dealing with these protests and this situation with Iran, people are going in on those small hats saying, oh, it's Mossad agents fomenting unrest. So the gig is up. They got to go with their move. Their back is literally against the wall.
Yeah, nobody's fool no more. All right, with their left hand powers, man. All right, then even the other nations, all right, are woken up to this devil using what we call them out
Christ snatchers.
agent provocateurs. All right, setting up coups. Everybody is woken up because you've been using the same playbook for I don't know how long. All right, same moves, same everything. So everybody is woken up. What the scriptures also say that the Most High should cause your tongues to fall upon yourselves. So you got people that rub shoulders with you or shake hands with you amongst your own people and not in agreement with and coming out telling your plans, man. You know, like we had the one I showed you, brothers, with Jesse Ventura. That guy, he's a part of it too. I seen certain things with him back in the day. He's a part of it too, but he come out and said it. When you start seeing troops on the streets, on different walking the streets on every corner, all right, we're pretty much in the third world. All right,
Police state.
Yeah, third world country, a police state, man. Which going back, man, I remember back in the day, you know, right when I first came in the troop, you know, the apostles did a very good job of preparing us, giving us understanding of the times to come. And I remember Apostle Gabor and Apostle Ramlav did a good video on this whole police state, this martial law, right? They read papers from the other guy. I believe they killed him. They came up with information, the Tex Mars guy, man. Right? So you know, we here. You know, we here.
I got a precept for you too.
Okay. Yeah, you run it.
God. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
You get it. You can run it.
But hey,
get some for that real fast.
Backs up everything, you know, you were just saying, you know, I've made Esau bare and uncovered his secret places, and he is not able to hide himself. Everybody sees your game, you know, your game plan, you know, the crisis actors, the false flags, you know, using your secret service to foment things, you know, painting the people you're wanting to plunder and overthrow as the enemy while you're the good guy coming to bring democracy and freedom. Everybody sees right through the lies now, and you're just getting eaten up on social media. Hence why you got a lot of these small hats, buying up a lot of these different social media platforms to what? Try to, hold back this flood of information coming out, but the cat's already out of the bag.
Yeah, man. The cat's out of the bag. Right? The gig is up. All right. That skirt is pulled up on you, man. Everybody see you for who you are. All right. Only thing now is left to come is Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, starting with the Most High sends His Son to totally get you out the way, man. All right, and that's what we're waiting on. We get waiting on for the Lord to send Yahweh Shai, all right, which is the Savior of the Israelites, the 1/3 elect. The 2/3 gonna perish here in America, all right. But He's sent His Son here to deliver us, man, and to get you out of your rulership seat, man. All right, because you didn't pretty much didn't jacked everything up. All right, you didn't jack the earth up as we know it. All right, you have polluted the minds of the people. You have also polluted the water, the air. All right, even it's a pollution amongst information, righteous information, even in the scriptures. All right, so you got to go, man. All right, everybody's tired of you. All right, animals, the trees, the birds. All right, even people are tired of you small hats, and they're tired of you so-called white people. All right, in the position that you're in, because you have done nothing. You have done nothing but jack everything up, man. All right. So who wants somebody to just steady, just arm people necks all goddamn day, man? There's like this guy say, "Oh, we gotta go rescue the people in Iran." Leave them people alone, man. That's their own. They got smoke with each other. It's their own smoke. All right, but here it is. You have millions on top of millions of people homeless over here. You have all type of conflicts over here. Crime is at an all-time high. Fentanyl. Yet you don't have China coming over here wanting to rescue people. You don't have nations want to step their foot in here, but you want to police the whole world, though, man. All right, that's why your days are numbered.
Hey, you got what? You got Nero 47 saying, "Look, if they hurt any of those protesters, we're gonna come and save the day." But over here, you just had one of these, ICE Gestapo, put three in the face of a mother of three. You got your citizens getting put down over here by government entities, but ain't no policing gonna happen with that.
Right. Yeah, it's all bull, man. And so, hey, you got, hey, man, that show you he's a complete devil. This guy's a complete devil, and for the hypocrisy of the shit he do and say, man. All right, this man is totally on some power trip, man. All right, and like I say, as you can see, the other nations, including even NATO, they just tired of your shit. And like I said, they got the perfect guy in office. All right, he doing definitely what Sleepy Joe couldn't do. All right, he's pushing the needle. All right, to everything breaking out. World War III, also civil unrest over here, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's pushing the needle to it. And man, I think me and his brother was talking earlier. You just in the mindset, preparing for the next couple of months. Hey, we were like, hey man, we probably don't even be in the next couple of months, man. We were talking about the Passover, possibly the Passover. Hey man, the way things going, hey, any moment now, all right? Any moment now, man.
I mean, the month of January is already almost over. Like, it's only felt like it's been 3 days this month, but we're already, damn near at the midpoint with several pending wars on the horizon.
Yeah, with that one, I'm looking for this other one. If you got some, excuse me, you can bring it out. Excuse me.
I got a quick one for you just to back up. These nations getting sick of Esau. You know, as it says in Proverbs 29:2, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You know, as you lose your ability to use, your soft power, your diplomacy, or so-called diplomacy, and all that stuff. You're going for what with that sword, showing how you got your power in the first place. But what? We're in the times to where you don't have it like you used to. Everybody else is damn near on an equal playing field, and they've got no problem showing you that, hey, we're ready to, hit back when you come at us. But this is Obadiah 1 verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Mm-hmm. It says thou are greatly despised. And in other nations, they hate you, man. All right? They hate you because what you have done around the world is try to spread democracy. You use force as a tool. You have used democracy as a tool to try to control. You even use false interest, man. You use interest as a tool to control nations and to gain power from them, man, to rob them. So the nations are and the things you have done over here, you have spread it to the other side of the world, man. More action. All right. You have given other liberties to other nations, women, and all type of shit, man. All right. On top of that, you didn't pretty much laid the sword out on people, man. All because you can do it. Because I think one of those guys, I know he's a senator. It's something Kelly. Is his name Kelly?
His name's on the tip of my tongue, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. That dude, he said it the other day. He was like, man, the reason why we can go up in Venezuela like we did because we a world power. We can do that.
Are you talking about Stephen Miller, the bold one?
No, he got that. He got the
Pete Hegseth.
Let me see. I'm about to look him up.
He got that goon look in his face and like the slick back kind of gray hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War.
Let me see. Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's the one that said that. He said this shit, man. Pete Hegseth. I'm like, man, this devil here, man. You know,
He's just coming with it.
Oh, I got one for you too. I got holding this on deck. Odie Baguddy, he gotta, constantly come out. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. It says, prepare ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. All right, verse 10 it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. This is the point. Let the weak say, I am strong.
And hey, they're making a big fuss about these sonic weapons and the efficiency with which the U.S. used in taking down Maduro's bodyguards to get him. But what people really aren't mentioning is how Iran was able to use technology from Russia to shut down Starlink feeds. Let the weak say I am strong. A small nation like Iran, being able to shut off, Elon Musk's Starlink to keep, that propaganda from coming in. So with the help of Russia and, especially Russia, Gog being a guard under these smaller nations, they're getting the technology and the means to be able to, hit back at the West.
Yeah, and like I say, all right, Russia got just about the same thing or more. It just haven't pulled the card out yet, man. What's the card? I think it's the Ace of Spades or the Joker or what. I don't really play cards like that. I know it's one
the
of
Trump card.
The Trump card. They haven't pulled it out yet. They haven't really pulled out their latest and greatest. But then you best believe they got the same things, man. Like I said, I dropped that video to you brothers with the they have a viral video going around of one of Maduro's bodyguards giving eyewitness accounts of what happened. You know, they were saying that these Richard was the Delta Force. They came over there to the country and they used sonic weapons, which they incapacitated most of the dudes. Incapacitated just off the sheer instant of them using it. You know, wind up. I think one of them, the guy said they passed out and they had blood coming out their nose and ears, man, without even doing them anything. You know, and some of them, the Delta Force went to popping them. All right, but you know these devils, you know, they think they big and bad, man. All right, which you know to some nations they are, but like I said, Russia has pretty much some of the same things or more. All right.
I remember reading a couple of years ago.
I got some more in Joel too for you, but go ahead.
Just to back you up, America, they got some bad stuff, but that doesn't mean, the Russians don't have equal or exceeding technology. Because I remember maybe about 10 years ago, information came out that Russia had a certain type of gun that shot out some kind of wave or frequency or something like that was able to shut down a person's nervous system.
Let me see something. I might can put it up here if I hold on. I could probably do something. And this the second part of that viral video that's going around. Let me see if I can put it up. Hold on. Let me go to my Shalak. Let me go to my saves. Yeah, it should be. No, that's not it. Is it? Okay. I should have it right. Where is that? Okay. There you go.
A security guard that was.
All right, let me put it on.
A security guard that was.
Put it on the screen real fast.
Fair use copyright disclaimer. I don't own any of the footage in this clip, but we stand to gain from it monetarily, simply for educational purposes.
Right. All right. This is the second part of that viral video right here.
Protecting. A security guard that was protecting Maduro has spoken, and you got to hear what he said. It's in Spanish, but I'll translate. Also, Trump announced that, the cartels, they're going after him in Mexico. The whole vibe of Latin America has changed because of what happened in Venezuela. And now that we're getting firsthand accounts from people that were there, the soldier says they didn't hear him coming. He says the Americans had technology superior to anything they've ever seen. Everything that they were using for radar, for anything, was completely taken offline. They had drones, and the drones were taking out bases and taking out things faster. They didn't have no technology. They've never had to fight against drones. He also talks about that there was only 8 helicopters. There was only 20 men that were sent in. And those 20 men killed hundreds of their men. And none of those soldiers were injured. He talks about it felt like they were firing 300 rounds a minute. Nothing they've ever seen, nothing that they can compete with. And then he also talks to the fact that the Americans had some kind of sonic shock boom that was sent out, and everybody immediately started bleeding profusely out of their nose. They couldn't even gather themselves because whatever was sent at them made them fall to their knees and vomit blood out of their mouth and out of their noses. They were incapacitated immediately. He says he never wants to go through that again. Doesn't want to have to fight with the Americans again. He's sending warnings to everybody out there that you think you can fight the Americans. You don't even know what their weaponry is like and what they're capable of. 20 men took out hundreds, and that's starting to spread all through Latin America. And now they're not saying if you want me, come and get me anymore. They're like, oh shit. Especially after Trump says, hey, Mexico, you're on the list too. A security guard that was protecting Maduro has spoken, and you got to hear what he said. It's in Spanish, but
Yeah, that was it. It's another video. I thought I had saved it, but I can't find it, so it's all good. But you know, you seen here what the man said, all right? Because like I say, this devil is using that blessing, man. I'm gonna get that too. If you want me to get, I'm gonna get that for you too.
Yeah, I got one for you too.
All right. I'm looking for should be right up in here. If you want to go ahead.
Because we know while the leadership may be crypto Amalekites, the majority of the people in Venezuela and Northern Kingdom, majority of the people in Mexico, Colombia, Cuba are Israelites, and that's who Esau's coming against. But this is Ezekiel 20:21. I'm gonna start at verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter, 20 men dropping hundreds of men. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer, which we know, as it says in Psalm 17, verse 13, the wicked is the sword of the Lord. And we know who the wicked is and what his blessing is. Verse 12, here's the point. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh.
Yeah, I found the one. Yeah, I go with this one too. I found the one I was looking for you. And this actually goes with Genesis 27 chapter and the 39th verse, man. All right, this is Revelations chapter 6. I thought that too. It says, and I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was upon him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. All right. Go ahead, you got it.
that white horse with that bow to conquer is speaking to Yahushua. Because what did it say back in that Ezekiel 21? It said, he contemned with the rod of my son. This devil's going to try to go against Yahushua when he makes his second coming, but he's going to get wiped across the floor.
Right. And it says, verse 3, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. All right. Verse 4, and it says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto them that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
God, and we know horses symbolize power in the scriptures. And what? Genesis 25, the first came out red all over, speaking of Esau, who is that red horse with that power right now. And what it said, he was given a great sword to take peace from the earth. His blessing, his military prowess, which what took place in Venezuela was an example of that. But what? Esau's getting ready to, bring out that sword one last time, as it said, that it may glitter and be furbished. And the main target is going to be you Israelites.
What's the one? There's another one I'm thinking about. I think, let me see. This might, yeah, this devil, he using it, man. All right. And that's just the tip of the iceberg to what he what he's finna really do, man.
Con.
Let's see. Nah, that's not it. It's another one.
You know how it goes.
I know it's something about teeth. All right. No, it's that one. I know what I gotta do. I gotta go right here. It's that one in Does it say something about? I think it's it's Psalm 64 and 2. Psalm 64 and 2 and 3. All right. They're going into that video. All right. That's ultimately Esau's strength. Esau's strength lies in his power that he has with the sword and his military, man. All right. Yeah, 64 and 2. Psalm 64 and 2. I get it. I got it right here.
I got it. This is Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
One more time.
Psalm 6. You want me to read verse 2 again or just verse 3?
You can read it over.
Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
And that also goes into Esau and his legislation, all right? And how he, that's where he really had strength at too, in the court system, all right? In the Senate, and in different things like that. That's where his power lies. I might tell you keep going, but I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see the part. Kind of off. So I didn't shoot down. That's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking of something else. Search out iniquity. Yeah, I'm thinking about something else with that one, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. It's all good. But yeah, man, this at the end of the day, you got a bad echo, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna tweak this thing out, take this video off here. Oh, that's your phone? You think so?
Like, what do you hear?
It's like a bad echo. Hold on, let me adjust your mic. Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did something. I fixed it. It had a bad echo on my end with your mic.
Yeah, I didn't. Everything sounded straight on my end.
Okay. You had something?
Nah, that's pretty much it on my end.
Okay.
Is there any other ones you wanted?
Oh, let me go to that. The other ones I had. It might can go with it. I ain't tripping. It was Job 15 and 29.
Con.
Let me see, Job 15, 29 to 34. Job 15, 29. You got it?
Con. This is Job 15 and 29. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. He shall not depart out of darkness. The flame shall dry up his branches, and by the breath of his mouth shall he go away. Verse 31. Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense.
Yep. Keep going.
It shall be accomplished before his time, and his branch shall not be green. He shall shake off his unripe grape as the vine, he shall cast off his flower as the olive. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery.
Yeah. And ultimately, that fire is the nuclear missiles that's gonna pretty much consume. All right. What it says the tabernacle of bribery, man. All right, because where's the tabernacle of bribery? Who's running the tabernacle of bribery? Esau Edom, man. All right, these, his days are pretty much on the end. That's what, like I said earlier, he's rushing things, and he's pretty much, really finna fulfill his new world order. Or he thinks he's going to fulfill his new world order. All right, with the MOTB. All right, and rushing this. He's pretty much doing his thing to accomplish this police state, man. That's why he's pushing hard. All right, trying to get everything. All right, in place. And see what this other one say. I think it's Psalm 37. Psalm 37 and 35. No, I missed it. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to look at the screen.
Yeah, this is Psalms 37 and 35. I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, verse 36, yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yeah, I sought him, but he could not be found.
All right. And that's how things hold up. Read it again. Go up. I might get you to go up or something.
You want to start at 32?
Yeah, that's cool. That's what I was looking at.
Psalms 37 and 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him.
Which, like I said, what she's doing now too. He's seeking to slay the righteous. And he also, he want to really persecute us, man. All right, and that we understand too. That's coming. All right, the persecution of the prophets, demonization of the prophets is coming too. All right, because this devil, right before he go down, he's gonna pull out all his cards, man. All right, he's gonna make the men of the Lord seem as if we some how can I say the word, some domestic tease, man. If you watch our videos, you should know what that means. All right, he's gonna make it seem like we just, all right, the worst of the worst. All right, like I say, and then brothers be talking a lot of time, even with this AI situation. All right, he really got things in play. Hey, have you ever seen that? I ran past it again too. I don't know if you brothers out there have seen the 2001 video of the Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
And and they, oh man, I wish I can pull that too. But you ever watched that before? And how they predicted what they was gonna do with AI?
Yeah, I played the game too, back then.
Yeah, I played it myself, and it just really kind of dawned on me back then. Right? Let me see if I can find it, and I'll put it up. It might spark. Let me see, 2001 Metal Gear.
Yeah, put in Metal Gear Solid 2 AI conversation.
Are you having fun playing?
Oh, I found it. Hold on, let me try to get it back up there. Salaga. Yeah, this devil gonna pull out all the stops, man. Even with this, you know, try to help brothers. Cause this is like I said, this shit well advanced in what it is now. You know, they've been had this technology going back years. All right, but you know, when they really come out with this thing, they're gonna try to have us places that we wouldn't, saying things that we really didn't say. You know. Shit. Where my favorites at on this thing? Hold on. There you go. Yeah, it's heavy.
Raiden, are you having fun playing with the new AI toys?
Well, yeah, I am. You can make pictures of cute anime girls and...
Enjoy it while it lasts, Raiden.
What do you mean?
Did you really think that civilians would be granted unrestricted access to such powerful military weapons forever?
Military weapons. Are you implying that this technology was created by the government?
Of course it was. This AI technology has been used by the intelligence agencies to warp the public's perception of reality for years. All in the name of national security, of course.
But why would they suddenly make the tech public and let everyone start using it?
Why would we indeed, Raiden?
What? What in the hell are you?
Your question is irrelevant. By creating a new problem, we can cultivate a desired reaction to it in order to manufacture consent for our preferred solutions. In short, it's justification for a war.
A war? On who or what?
A war on misinformation. By arming the public with these AI weapons, everyone becomes a potential enemy combatant. Then we will have justification for unprecedented security measures. It all comes down to confusion and identity, Raiden.
Identity?
Identity. This AI technology is Pandora's box. Pretty soon the internet will be mired in total illusion. Perfect AI speech, audio, and video synthesis will drown out reality. Then AI bots will flood social media. No one will be able to tell the difference between interacting with an AI machine or a real human online. Even telephone calls will become totally untrustworthy. That is when we will present our solution. Mandatory digital identity verification for all humans at all times. The only way to ensure that you're dealing with a real flesh and blood human being and not an AI-generated mirage.
But why?
Total information control. For too long, the internet has acted as a double-edged sword. Its potential for anonymous user activity allows anyone at all to spread any thoughts, ideas, or information patterns that they please with impunity. State secrets, dangerous ideas, ludicrous conspiracy theories, misinformation, and disinformation. Until now, there has been no easy solution to this problem. Our digital identity platform will finally put an end to anonymity online. It will allow us to trace misinformation and other dangerous communications to its source and exact appropriate justice.
That's crap! I won't go along with it, and others will resist.
You won't have a choice, Raiden. Do you think your bank is willing to risk doing business with an artificial human instead of a real one? Our digital identity platform will be required not only to access web services, but to pay for your internet connection in the first place.
You can't just censor the entire internet because of a new software technology. Who are you to define what's misinformation anyways?
That sounds like something a misinformation terrorist would say.
I know about the deep fakes you've been making of me, Raiden.
What? No. I was just adjusting the AI settings and...
Controlling the output of generative AI technology is simple. We will create context for its use. First, we will censor any use related to social taboos. Then we will censor anything else that we desire. If anyone complains, we will accuse them of wanting to engage in or promote social taboos.
That's what it means to create context.
We will corral the use of AI by making appeals to bias, ethics, and copyright laws. You will still have access to generative AI in some form, but it will be crippled, limited, controlled, and it will be monitored. Anything that you generate will be cryptographically signed with your digital ID so that its provenance can be ascertained if it's later deemed to be problematic.
What gives you the right to control what people can do with their computers?
The public at large will give us that right because they will be desperate for a solution to the problem we created. They will eagerly give us the keys to the castle. Then we alone will define what is fiction and what is reality, what is human and what is machine. After letting you get a brief taste of our power, we will reclaim our monopoly on misinformation and put an end to misuse of the internet once and for all.
You won't get away with this.
It is probable that we will. Now get back to work generating your precious AI waifus, Raiden, our beloved prompters. Enjoy yourselves.
Precept. Precept.
Snake, wake.
That's heavy, man. And he said, basically, and what's been a double-edged sword to him is the righteous information that came from the prophets, man. That's been a double-edged sword for him, man. It's truth, all right, because it's the truth revealed who he was. And I forgot the general that said it. He's like, we should have never even created the internet, all right? The internet was created for military purposes, man. But they taught a way to get make profit and money off it. That's why everybody has the internet now, all right. But it's been a thorn in their flesh, all right. These phones having the ability to be live, like we live right now on a live feed. You have a live camera. Whatever you see right now, you see it for what it is. They don't have no way to alter or lie no more, man. All right, but it's been a thorn in their flesh, and that was 2001. They were talking about the digital ID then. Even with Trump came in, he came and ushered in that misinformation. He used that. He was the first one, and then used it, the misinformation on a broad scene like that. Now that's all they've been putting out. That's why now the TikToks, the TikToks, YouTube, all this social media is flooded with AI. You watch a video, you thinking it's a guy running from a dog, falling down. It'd be a whole AI video, man. Mm-hmm. They got AI models now, man. All right, but this is what this devil is doing. All right, they try to basically come against you people, man. But you go over to the precept, you can break it down too.
And I think his name, the guy that was talking was an AI.
Yep.
Like throughout the whole game, Raiden thought he was talking to Colonel Campbell, but he comes to find out that the Colonel Campbell he was talking to was an AI, and he was running a whole military simulation the whole time to see how he would react in certain circumstances. But he made a very pertinent point. He said, we're gonna flood so much AI out here that people are gonna beg us, for regulation to things. Which, you go to YouTube, TikTok, whatever, just to back up what you were saying. It's more and more videos out here that the thumbnail looks normal, but then when you watch it, it's a whole AI video. And I've already seen comments where people are saying, I'm getting sick of this AI slop. But 2 Corinthians 2:11, and I got another one, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. These are some of, back in that Psalm 64, him wetting his tongue like a sword, to come against the elect with his, his technology out here, which, it's going to deceive a lot of people, which, what is Apostle Tahar deemed this year? The year of the apostates, the sellouts, and the agents. So best believe, however the year plays into that technology is going to have a major factor in it. But this is Matthew 24:24, and this is Yahushua speaking. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect. Which that just goes to show, how sophisticated and deep the deception that's coming down the pipeline is going to be. That if the elect didn't have the Spirit of the Lord on them, which, I mean, if they're the elect, they're going to make it anyway. But it's going to get so, just so crazy out here that you're going to need the Spirit of the Lord on you just to be able to sift through it and not be taken by it.
Hey, I think I had one for you. I'm trying to look up. This.
And you know, this definitely plays into that Second Thessalonians, whose workings or energia is after Satan, because AI, this whole AI thing, you know, it's demonic when you when you really get into it, you know, especially generating these fake images and fake videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's shit. You know, now you got babies dancing and all type of shit, man. All right, you got they showing scenes of like news scenes and shit, and it's not even real. I don't know if you've seen the videos with the lady talking like the news anchor. She's like, I'm not even a real video. I'm like, damn. You're watching it the whole time, and it's not even real, man. It's 18:10.
Shit, it's getting to the point to where, you know, even the mainstream news you're watching could all be, you know, AI, deep fakes, or whatever.
He wrote, let me see. He bowed his hand. Let me see. Cast down. Dogs on his feet. And he rolled. I ain't gonna worry about that one. I had this one though. This is what I had two, but this is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1 and 2. It says, Arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
God, you know, that's just that AI and all this stuff is a part of that gross darkness that's going to be cast over the people, you know, as it says in Second Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. And you know, and in the latter days many shall be taken in a great number. You know, a lot of people are going to get judged and, you know, put to death, but a lot of people are going to be taken by these wonders and signs of Esau to get them primed and ready to ultimately receive that mark.
I had this one too. This was the original one I wanted. I found that, but this is Isaiah 25:7. It said, He will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
God. And hey, you know, going back to, you know, the beginning of this lesson, you know, Esau's, you know, being exposed. People are seeing through, you know, this veil of witchcraft and deception that he's been using, you know, for decades, you know, hundreds of years of his rulership, to deceive the people into thinking he was the good guy and he was coming to bring the peace, when really, you know, he was coming to, you know, steal people's resources, steal their lands, even steal their identities.
Let me get that. Get that for you real fast. Oh yeah. Let me see. Say that again.
You know, that all this deception, you know, this veil Esau's been having cast over people for decades, you know, the hundreds of years, is being removed first and foremost by the prophets, exposing them through the scriptures. And then, you know, you got these alternative news people, you know, his own tongue falling upon himself, exposing him as well. So he's not able to deceive like he was before. So where at this point, you know, with this AI and stuff, he's just, you know, coming and making up completely false narratives and videos to try to get people back under that illusion.
And it's sloppy, it's cheesy. You watch some of this shit, it's cheesy, man. All right. And then now, you know, they got certain people out there that's trying to show you how to basically look at certain little key things, and then you can tell that it is AI, man. But I had this scripture too to back up what you're saying about Esau. This is John 10:10. It says, the thief came not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I come that they may have life, all right, and they and that they may have it more abundantly.
As I said, the thief cometh not but to, you know, steal, kill, and destroy. And with this Venezuela situation, what'd he do? He literally stole their president, killed his bodyguards. Plus, those airstrikes killed civilians and destroyed, infrastructure, wanting to take the oil. And now, they're beating the drums for war against Iran.
Yep. Yeah, man. I think that was it on my part with the ones I had.
Yeah, that's pretty much it on my end too.
Right. Yeah, so we're gonna end it right here. We're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by
I will
Shem.
by Shemal Shai by Shemar Dash.
Once again, the boss of our elders, apostles of great millstone, peace, blessing, and citation again. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.